Hey there fellow gamers, programmers, and digital creators. Welcome to my channel. My name is Cory Campbell, a software engineer from Texas. But my journey isn't just about lines of code. It's also about pixels, polygons, and the wonderful world of video games. Since the days of Super Nintendo back in 1994, I've been hooked on gaming. But my passion doesn't end there. I'm also an audio engineer, dabbling in the realms of sound design and music production. And as you might have guessed, I'm deeply involved in the world of software engineering and digital art. So why am I here? Well, I created this channel to share my journey with you. From coding challenges to game development milestones, I'll be documenting it all. You can expect to see tutorials, progress on game development, live coding sessions, nostalgia, and even some game streams thrown in the mix. So what's my goal? It's simple yet profound. I want to build a vibrant community where we can learn, grow, and create together. By sharing my experiences, tips, and insights, I hope to inspire others to chase their dreams no matter how unconventional they may seem. Let's talk a bit about my journey so far. Born in 1994, I grew up with Game Boy Color in my hand, playing classics like Pokemon Yellow, Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons, from beating Bowser in Super Mario World to barely surviving my face down with the Elden Beast and Elden Ring. I've been playing video games for easily 25 years. In 2016, me and my buddies started making music together. They needed somebody who could mix and master their recordings, and at this point I was already pretty computer savvy, so I started building a home studio and recording out of my room. We released tons of music on SoundCloud and gained a little bit of traction. We started doing shows, and I've grown a lot in the last 8 years of making music. The incredible talent these guys offer is definitely worth checking out. You can find links to their music in the description below. I am definitely honored to be working with my team, and as their audio engineer, I've learned a lot from working with them. But I knew I wanted more. I wasn't fully satisfied with my label as an audio engineer. I wanted to make websites, build iPhone apps, make that video game of my wildest dreams. So I bought a book, JavaScript, The Definitive Guide, 7th edition by David Flanagan. I just started reading. I built my first PC and followed along to FreeCodeCamp's YouTube video, learned JavaScript by building 7 games. I was hooked, but I didn't know where to go from there. There were so many different languages and concepts I'd never heard of. GitHub, backend, frontend, MVC, SQL, Python, TypeScript, Agile, Scrum, security, cookies, Postman. It felt overwhelming. I wanted to learn, but didn't know if going to school for it was even the right move for me. I did some research and found a couple different paths I could follow. In 2023, I decided to take a leap and enrolled in a full-time bootcamp where over a course of 6 months, I learned how to create full-stack applications with new languages other than JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. I learned how to build better UI UX with React and Redux on the front end, and I learned Python with Express to run databases on the back end. I won't lie, it was an exhausting bootcamp, but I really did learn a lot, and at a much more accelerated rate than I would have learning it on my own. I graduated December 2023, and I'm actively seeking an entry-level position somewhere as a software engineer or similar position. Unfortunately for me, getting a job without a computer science degree is much harder in 2024 than was anticipated. We're seeing huge corporation layoffs and a lot of displacement going on in the industry, and at the time of this video, I'm sitting at about 260 applications with very little traction from any of them. But enough sad talk. In the meantime, I'm going to continue building my programming skills and finally take a stab at game development. I'll be making games in Unity, using Blender and GIMP for my assets and art creation. If you want to tag along and learn with me, I will link all the resources I'm currently using or have used in the past, including any YouTube series or videos I have followed. Okay. So far, I've made a teeny tiny bit of progress in game development. I walked through Marquee's How to Make a Video Game series, which taught me some super basic stuff in Unity, and how to use Inno Setup Compiler to compile my game into a single executable file for release. Also, I made a barrel in Blender! Shout out to LMHPOLY and his series Game Asset Beginner Tutorial. This was probably one of the most helpful tutorials I've ever watched on YouTube. It was surprisingly easy to follow, and I ended up very happy with my results. I definitely recommend this video to anybody who wants to learn how to use Blender to make assets for your video games. So what's on the horizon? Well, I'm eager to learn how to create even better game assets, master C# programming, and release my first video game to the public. Plus, there are plenty of other exciting projects and software endeavors I have in the works that I can share, such as practicing data structures and algorithms or showing off some of my other side projects. But I'm not just here to talk at you. I want to hear from you too. Your feedback is invaluable in shaping the direction of this channel. I want to make videos that you want to watch. So don't be shy. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to see more of. Well, that's about it. Now you know who I am and what I'm after. If you are interested in watching my progress, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and as always, this has been CoryTheDev. Transmission end.